Okay, so I got a few videos live, and I thought it would be a good time to introduce myself and explain why I built WebApp.tv. And then to add a little bit of value to this video, I want to explain what apps I'm using for WebApp.tv, what apps I use to create WebApp.tv, and just give you an idea of what went into creating the website. So WebApp.tv is focused on online software for business, and most of this is based on my years of experience as a web designer. There are lots and lots of great web apps out there that do great things, and most business owners don't really know what's available to them. They have problems they need to solve, and a lot of times when I was working with clients, I'd say, well, there's this website or this web app that'll do this for you, and they'd be surprised, or oh really. And a lot of times I noticed that just helping them solve those problems was where I added a lot of value to my customers. So there's lots and lots of great web apps. Now, I'm kind of a geek about this because I really love web apps. Being a web designer, I'm not really super heavy into development. I can do a little bit with PHP and stuff, but I could never develop the things that a lot of these guys make, so I kind of admire them a little bit. And I also love the fact that you don't have to be Microsoft anymore to make valuable software. You don't have to have a packaged box inside Best Buy. You can just create your app. A lot of times they're created by one person in the beginning and get it online and promote it, and you provide a lot of value, and they can be successful. So webapp.tv is all about helping business owners and businesses find the right web apps for their needs and to use them effectively. So now I want to talk a little bit about the web apps that are powering webapp.tv. Right now we're looking at Bits on the Run, and that's what's serving the videos. Bits on the Run is a software as a service video hosting platform, and what makes it really unique, I think, is the pay-as-you-go pricing. I haven't seen any other video service that has pay-as-you-go pricing. They're usually a monthly fee, and for a professional service, the lowest monthly price is about $50 to $80 range. And Bits on the Run, you pay for how much bandwidth and storage you want, and if you don't use that up, you don't have to pay every month. So if you pay for 6 months of bandwidth and storage, then you don't have to continue paying monthly. And if you don't use that, if you put in $50, if you pay for $50 worth of bandwidth, and it takes you 6 months to use that bandwidth, then you're saving all those monthly fees. So it's really good for starting if you don't want to have an expensive monthly service to pay for. Another thing about Bits on the Run that's really good is it uses the JW player. It's an open source video player that has a lot of plugins available for it. It's really customizable. You just edit images inside Photoshop and upload your theme to the plugin, and you can make it look however you want. And they have plugins for advertising management, video sharing, embedding, anything you need out of your video player almost you can get as a plugin. And because they're plugins, you don't have to use any of them, so you can keep it as simple as you want, or you can add the features you want. It also integrates with all these services down here: Google Analytics, Longtail Ad Solution, WordPress, Drupal, Amazon Web Services. So it's got a lot of integrations. So if you're thinking about starting using some video, I recommend that you at least try the trial for Bits on the Run and see if it is a good service for you. For ad serving, I'm using openx.org. If you need an ad server, definitely check this out. You can get started for free. They have a lot of different options. They have enterprise services, but you can also start with a hosted solution for free. And there is an open source solution you can download and install on your own server. So you have a lot of options with OpenX. I think it's easier to use than Google Ad Manager. And if you want to try it out, just come up here to Publishers, click Get Started Now, and I would recommend trying out this OnRamp service. This is the hosted version. It's kind of like the web app version, and then they got the downloadable version over here. And OpenX Enterprise is for large companies. So But this OpenX on-ramp is probably going to be enough for most websites, especially if you're starting out. And last but not least, my content management system is WordPress, and I'm using a custom theme that I created. So that's what apps I use for webapp.tv. If you want to subscribe to my videos and learn more about web apps, get my web app reviews and tutorials, you can subscribe by email here or follow me on Twitter or Facebook. You can see I'm just starting out, but I only got 2 people that like me on Facebook, and one of them is me. So please like me on Facebook. And thanks for watching, and thanks for visiting webapp.tv.